News just in. A madman is chopping everything.
Not the giant screen TVs!
Blaster Dark Revenger!
Suspect is considered
I'm able to
fat,
retire one of
big,
your front row
and
rear
dangerous.
guards!
Gianter TVs!
Hey yo, how's it going everyone? Entropy here today with another video. Today we're going to be doing another week of big news. What's going up with JP, what's going up with Global. And let's just go straight into it. So last week we ended off discussing, the some initial material for the new set in JP that's coming out in less than a day. Very exciting. But yeah, talked about Link Joker, and then let's look at what we have for since last week. We had another qualifier for the Autumn Championship. And I mean, look at this. I mean, it's Gauntlet Buster, Narukami, Eradicators, Kagero, and here it's the original build of the end. Playing the waterfalls and stuff brings back memories. Not playing any of the new stuff. So I guess sometimes you don't need to rely on the new stuff. Definitely still think that the Dauntless build and playing more blockades is probably going to be more helpful at times. But you can still win with old decks. So, if just because you don't have the newest stuff doesn't mean you don't have a chance, right? This build is a Blockade Inferno build, so very cool, still playing the ends, and then another Kagero deck. So, as we can see, I mean, I guess for this round of qualifiers, 3 out of 4 is Kagero, 1 out of 4 is Narukami, 4 out of 4 is Kai. So, we know, something's going on. Proof no thought if needed if you're Kai, yes. Next, we got some reveals. If you're interested in reveals, there are tons of other channels that go more in depth into it. But yeah, we got Vowing Sword Reverse, which is really neat. It got a pretty good buff with the extra crit, so definitely does fixes some things about this card. It does something, it's more related. Retiring back row priority definitely does balance this card out, especially since it does give extra crit. But yeah, definitely very neat change to the card. Blade Hang Draco Kid is a new Forerunner, and again, it gives you extra crit. So, one thing is that before the reverse build, it was not as great as the Gauntlet Buster Descendant build, because, both Gauntlet Buster and Descendant could give you extra critical for pressure and lethal, but Vowing Sword Reverse didn't, right? So now they kind of fixed it up, gave Vowing Sword some viability, and definitely something that I'd really enjoy playing once Global gets into that. Some maintenance stuff. This is the best part. The Revenger reveals. Tartu calls out tutors for grade 1 or less. Darkbond Trumpeter, it used to call out, grade 0s, but now since that you don't have grade 0s in your deck, it's just going to call out tokens like this. So this used to be a crit. Grim Revenger, Freezing Revenger, Awakening Revenger, draw and stands, and then Healing Revenger. Heal, right? I think it's self-explanatory. The 2 times VP, 2 times drop. So Global doesn't have this, diverging from the JP game. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let me know down below what your thoughts are. Next, more Revenger reveals. Oh yeah. Claudus skill is kind of must one. Put this in Soul. Call a Blaster Dark Revenger from your deck. If you've seen the usual big news montage at the very beginning, you will know that Blaster Dark retires the rear guard. So very neat. Doreen skill, when you place Dark Revenger in the same column, if your Vanguard is a Revenger, countercharge 1. And something that people used to do is because you can call Blaster Dark Revenger on top of Doreen. Still, since at that moment both units are in the same column, Doreen can trigger, you unflip, and then you retire Doreens. So you can do that when you're running out of space. When you have 2 Doreens in the same column, you can call Blaster Dark in that row. You will in that column unflip 2 and then retire the Doreens you got that got stepped over by Blaster Dark. Something that you can definitely use, can come in handy. Generally speaking, you won't be stepping onto your Doreen more often than not, because you will have a lot of retire skills. It is Shadow Paladin after all. But yeah, something that you can definitely try. And then Blaster Dark Revenger comes to retire one of your opponent's rear guards. Oh, very nice. And then, obviously, Mordred Phantom, the break ride of Shadow Paladin. Number break 4, they got rid of the counterblast cost, so that's great because, of course, Raging Form, Blaster Dark, these cards use, two Counterblast. You maybe still play her in the mains and stuff, which does cause Counterblast. You don't have as much space to play cards like non-Revenger names, like Curse Lancer, for unflip. So decreasing the Counterblast skill is definitely a good thing, in my opinion. And I can't complain. A buff is a buff, especially since I made the clan. Next, the new season is the Blassadok Avenger season, with Raging Form sleeves and Mordred Phantom sleeves, and it's starting right now. So if you want to avoid the late Joker rush, go rack up right now immediately, and you will still get a head start against those pesky late Joker players. Okay. Next, we have some Ethics Buster Reverse. Oh, so many reveals this week. Catching up. A Reverse, again, got a buff. It no longer needs to attack a Vanguard. It just needs to attack. So even if your opponent locks, a front row rearguard, you can still, rearguard, Vanguard, rearguard, stand, rearguard. Vanguard stands again because Reverse restands. And you'll still get, 5 attacks in, and still can play around the lock mechanic better than the TCG variant, definitely. Another thing is if you reveal a grade 3 or greater, it gets plus 5k. So since the Vanguard is restanding, the extra 5k does help you hit over numbers, especially since you're trying to multi-attack your opponent, pummel them down. If they're at lower damage, the extra power, just in case, definitely can help you out in that regard. Ethics Buster Extreme, it's basically the Ashura Kaiser of Ethics Buster. But instead of when you drive check a grade 3, it says when you drive check a grade 2 or less. What that means is this card is pretty good because when you drive check a card, right, it's either grade 1, grade 2, or grade 3. If it's grade 1 or grade 2, you can choose to use this extreme skill, stand, or give it rearguard plus 5. And if you hit a grade 3, well, you got a trigger. So why complain? A unique scenario would be if you did choose to play the Bellriser starter. It is grade 0, but it is still a trigger. So I guess what happens is you can activate both. So that's neat. Would you play Bellriser? You have better Ethics Buster starters. So probably not Beast 80 starters. But yeah, definitely if you end up playing Bellriser, that would be an interesting interaction. So, and then Garmor, Wolffang Liberator Garmor, Karmas 2 call if you have no, you just keep doing it until you have no open rigor circles, so it does the same thing. I think it's cheaper again. It used to Karmas 3, now it's Karmas 2. When placed, your units gets the following ability until the end of turn. Your Liberator rearguards cannot be retired by your opponent's card effects or lose intercepts. So that's really neat. I think it retains more of that core identity of being a Garmor. That the TCG variant didn't. The TCG variant mainly was about this, and they added this to have more of that identity of being Garmor after all. And yeah, and this is basically the Pelnor-ish skill. When attack, put a Liberator into the bottom of the deck, get plus 5. Less versatile because Pelnor does pump up 2 units, and this forces it to give this unit plus 5, but still better than nothing. And sometimes you do want to put those triggers back from your field to your deck when you're forced to top call them. So yeah. And then lastly, we have Barkle Liberator. When attacked by when they attack by Blaster Blade Liberator, this unit boosted, hit a Vanguard, check top 3, call the Liberator at rest. Yeah, I guess it's an option. You get to +1 on hit, so it's pretty good. Next, the Link Joker stuff. Oh no. Mobius Breath Dragon used to be a one-off copy in the trial deck. Its skill is Vanguard Circle, on hit lock one of your opponent's rearguards. Free lock, free front row lock. Anyone? No. What happened to the reduce the amount of front row locks? When locked unit get +3, so 11k attacker, whatever. The sleeve thing, again, you have to open boxes to get it in JP. In Global, it's slightly different. They're trying different things. If you did watch last week's episode of Big News, you will know that they're trying to integrate it into their Bushiroad events. So it's Halloween event. If you do partake in the Halloween event, you will get the Lord sleeves. So do that if you're a big Lord fan. Definitely. Even if you miss out, just sleeves. But if you are a big Lord fan, then go do that. They're adding story, adding what else are they adding? The max grade to level 70. New skins. We're getting Kai, we're getting Kamui, we're getting Aichi, and we're getting Ren. Ren, enough said. And if you missed out on the old ones, then you can pick those up as well. They're all 50 V medals, I believe. Next, we're getting the easel and the trumpeter as V tournament coupon rewards. And then sleeves as well. These are new, so definitely check those out. Next, again, we have a event, the SP medal event, starting from the beginning of the month. So very cool. 100 medals, which means 100 packs for 1 triple rare SP, 30 for double rare SP. And then they also have paid gems, 300 paid gems for 5 shot. So that is definitely cool, I guess, if you're paid to it. You also get notification. You get to choose to push notifications for friend fights. So the reason why is because there is an event, login event bonus, obviously. And then if you where's that? Well, yeah. So I think it's at the bottom. There's a friend fight event, anyways. So definitely do turn on your friend fight notifications. So if you have friends in your game, definitely can just invite them and see if anyone are takers. If not, then again use the Discord server. There's a friend fight channel, so do take advantage of the resources. There's a lot of people that put a lot of effort and time into it, so why not? Next we have the Granblue event. Oh, so much news! Granblue event with the reverse. Do check those out. Captain Night Mist. This is a break ride. Limber break 4. Give Vanguard plus 10. You mill. How many do you mill? You mill. Oh, you call 2 from the drop zone. Those get plus 5 at the end of the turn. Retire them. And then if you have 4 or more, rear guards get plus 3. And then Cocytus reverses Limber break 4, lock a rear guard, mill 2, and then choose one of them, call them out. Choose one card from the drop zone, not one from the two, call them out, and then get plus 3. And then if you have 10 or more, it gets plus 5. If you have 15 or more, it gets an additional plus 10. So at most it's a plus 15, so it's a 26k by itself. So definitely very neat, and it's a cross run. Again, with the Link Joker stuff, we have Micro Hole Draco Kid. Okay, disclaimer, in the TCG, this ride chain didn't get a lot of, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good. Karamas 3, I think, Persona Blast, it's a very heavy cost. And, next set we get Chaos Speaker Dragon, so very underwhelming. But anyways, I mean, if you value consistency and the ride chain is not that bad, actually. They did make some changes, so do check that out. I mean, if you're going to open the set, you're going to probably get some anyways. Skill is obviously the check top 7 variant. If you ride the grade 1, check top 7 for the grade 2 or grade 3. Add it to your hand, if not, call this card out. The grade 1 says if you ride a non-ride chain grade 2, not the gravity name grade 2, you can check top 7. So it's a fixer, it's the consistency one, the coral ride chain. So that's good, I think. But because the grade 2 is really good, when placed, if the grade 1's in your soul, you can lock 1. So it's like a arguably better Mobius Breath because you can search it out with the ride chain, and you can fix it with the grade 1, and then it's on place instead of on hit. Lastly, Schwarzschild, still Countermass 3, still Persona Blast, to lock 3 of your opponent's rearguards, but it gets plus 10 plus 1 crit, so I think that's new. In addition, you can on-place Counterblast 1 to add a Schwarzschild Dragon itself to your hand, so you don't have to. The Persona Blast isn't that painful. The ride chain does help you search out for either the grade 2 or grade 3 also. So, the chance of having 2 grade 3s in your hand is not that bad. And then, I mean, one problem is that you already need to Counterblast 3 for the Persona Blast skill. Counterblast 1 to add it to your hand is more of a lose-less situation. It definitely does help with the consistency and is very aligned with the idea of the ride chain, right? It's very consistency focused. Next, we have the Naoki reverse skin. If you paid for the original Naoki skin, you will get this for free. The Goki reverse skin is 3,000 Granblue gems. And then, this is the friend fight thing I was talking about. If you play 1 rank fight a day, you get 6 of these black rings. If you play 1 friend fight a day, you get 9 of these black rings. Once you get 69, you can get one Nebula Lord Dragon for free. So definitely do that. I mean, it doesn't take that much time, and it's a free triple rare. And definitely nice to, it might not be the best Link Joker unit in the long run, but definitely still going to be pretty prevalent in the meta, I believe. Next, there's a new player campaign. Do check that out. And then they added the new PGs, the Shadow Paladin one and the Link Joker one with the new update, the one that you can, I'm sure everyone's familiar with at this point. So you can exchange your Sentinel models for that. Maintenance. Talking about the distribution, lots of Narukami, lots of Kagero, lots of Aquaforce. And yeah, some MLB, some OTT, probably Tsukiyomi and others. And then you just finished the season. So yeah, that's a lot for JP. And that's the exciting part, right? New stuff, good stuff, always nice stuff. All right, let's go check out Global. Last week we didn't really talk about Global because honestly nothing much happened. Yeah, Mega Colony. There's a survey, they're doing some studies, so do check that out. Help them out if you have the time to do that. Should be really quick and simple. Then we have the poster or the brochure for the new set. For us, it will be the first set of the Link Joker era or Break Ride era. Next, there's new V coupon exchange. Rewards. You get the sleeves. You get the initial legend rank rewards. So check that out. And then you have the Gold Paladin alt art stuff. Pretty neat. We got sleeves for free. We get the PBO one for free, and then this is the social media campaign. The lure one, again, check out the Halloween event and sign up for that so you can get that if you're interested. And then what else? Yeah, unfortunately, for our banner, we're getting that alt art Glory Maelstrom. For better or worse, I think it's bad because most people who want Glory Maelstrom probably did already roll on in the last set or the clan banner. So I guess there's that. Side Destiny, Side Fate, I talked about in the banner video. And then our next rank fight is the Blaster Blade Liberator, which is so cool because the JP is getting Blaster Dark, Global is getting Blaster Blade, and two sides of the same coin, right? And then if you're interested, if you want to know what's going up with Global, the calendar is up. We're supposed to have Fighters Tournament on the 30th to the 1st, but I don't know. I can't access it. Can you? Let me know down below. Summer Memories event. This is the one with the Gold Paladin Aichi Beach skin and the Misaki Genesis skin. So very nice. Go pick that up. And then we're getting Champions Tournament on the 13th, 14th, 15th. And then the clan event that I'm looking forward to the most, the Spike Brothers Round 3 Crusher versus Challenger event, starting on the 17th. And then that is basically it for this month. Yeah, I mean, overall, again, check out Archive Vanguard Zero. Lots of resources. They put a lot of time and effort into it. And if you want to chat with other players, do that. Why not? Go meet some new people. And that's about it for this weekly big news. It's no longer just a summary, I guess. It's just me reading out most of the things, everything that's happening in the channel. But yeah, that's basically about it. And I guess for the end of this video, I just want to say thank you. We just passed 400 subscribers. And it's a work in progress. I haven't been uploading as much as I want to. Right now, I'm still trying to stick to every other day, but schoolwork is picking up. As you know, as everyone who's sticking around and probably hearing this part, as you know, I try to answer every single one of your replies and comments. And I really appreciate everyone just, coming around, saying hi, sharing your thoughts and opinions, because it definitely helps. Again, I don't know everything, obviously not. I'm human after all. There are limitations to how much time you can spend in game or what you can think of, because, obviously everyone approaches things differently with a different perspective. So yeah, that's basically just an afterward of this episode. And thank you all for watching as usual. Thank you all for being here. Like the video if you do like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's down there. Yeah, and dislike the video if you don't like it. But please do tell me, what areas you want changed. Like a lot of people didn't like the videos originally because the audio quality was bad. Honestly, it was pretty shit. But working on that, of course, I'm not making anything out of this, not by a long shot. So it does, it does take money, obviously, to invest in making money and time to invest in making these videos. But you know, obviously with more and more people coming out and sharing their thoughts and being part of this entropy community, we can work for better content and more useful information as we go. So that's it for today, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.